have you ever wondered what drives the most extreme groups in society to take such violent actions? Um, what causes people to take up arms in the name of an ideology, and the chilling events behind the far-right extremist group known as the Order shed light on just how dangerous such groups can be. It's a story that's as unsettling as it is captivating. And now it's brought to life in the 2024 thriller, The Order, streaming on Hulu. Before we dive into the gripping details, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button to keep up with more exciting stories like this one. Imagine an investigator driven by a sense of justice chasing down a violent group that has left a trail of destruction behind them. That's exactly what happens in The Order, where Jude Law plays Terry Husk, an agent hot on the trail of a white supremacist group. And this group, led by Bob Matthews, is responsible for heinous crimes like bank robberies and synagogue bombings. As Terry digs deeper, he finds an unlikely partner in Janie Bowen, a young officer eager to prove himself. Their investigation uncovers a web of terror and violence that leads them straight into the heart of this extremist organization. But the real story behind The Order is even darker than the movie portrays. It all goes back to the late 1950s, when George Lincoln Rockwell founded the American Nazi Party, a movement that paved the way for groups like The Order. Two figures tied to the rise of such dangerous ideologies were Richard Butler and William Pierce. The latter, leader of the National Alliance, wrote the Turner Diaries, a book that became infamous after the Oklahoma City bombing in 1995. It's disturbing to think about the influence the Turner Diaries had on real life terrorists like Timothy McVeigh, the man behind the Oklahoma City bombing. The book, which depicts an armed insurrection against the government, found its way into McVeigh's car after the bombing, along with a twisted ideology that inspired a generation of far-right militants. Matthews and his group adopted the name The Order directly from the book, modeling their real-world actions after its violent narrative. The movie does a decent job of capturing the essence of these events, even if it takes some creative liberties. For instance, the tragic murder of Jewish radio host Alan Berg plays a pivotal role in The Order. And while the film doesn't feature William Pierce, it does highlight the tension between Bob Matthews and Richard Butler, two men whose extremist ideologies were at odds with each other. Matthews, however, believed in taking action, which led to the formation of The Order and its violent acts. The movie also depicts the end of the Order's reign of terror, mirroring real-life events. One member, Tony Torres, was arrested after being caught with counterfeit money and chose to cooperate with the FBI, leading to a series of arrests. Matthews was eventually killed in a shootout with federal agents. And many other members were jailed for their crimes. The story of The Order is a dark chapter in American history. And while the film may embellish certain aspects for dramatic effect, the truth behind the group's violent rise and fall is just as chilling. It serves as a reminder of the dangers posed by extremist ideologies and the lasting impact they can have on society. So if you're intrigued by real life stories of terror and justice, give The Order a watch on Hulu. But maybe do not expect to sleep too soundly afterwards. Some stories are just too disturbing to forget. But with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.